Now let us see one very important result, that is, if integral of some function f of x is g of x plus c, then the integral of f of ax plus b is g of ax plus b whole upon a plus c. So what this rule is saying is that if we know that integral of some function f of x is g of x, alright. So here we observe that the function is of the single variable which is x. Now if that is the case, then if the function is replaced in such a way that instead of x we have a linear expression in x, that is ax plus b, where of course a and b are some constants. So in that case the integral is nothing but g of the same linear expression, but it will get divided by a, which is the coefficient of x in that linear expression. So in a way this result is very helpful, because if a function is of some linear expression of x, we can directly use the formula which is similar to the original integral, but the care has to be taken that we have to divide by the coefficient of x, right? Now let us do few sums based on this so that this idea will be clear. Here we have to evaluate 2x plus 3 the whole square. Now if you compare this with the integral x square, that is, in both of the cases the function f is basically the square function, isn't it? The only difference is that in this second simplified example we have the square of just x, whereas in the actual question we have the square of a linear expression in x. Now if we see that integral of x square, as we know, is x cube upon 3 plus c, isn't it? So therefore on similar lines we can write first of all the integral of 2x plus 3 the whole square as 2x plus 3 the whole cube upon 3, isn't it? But if you remember, we have to also divide by the coefficient of x, so therefore we must divide that particular answer by 2. So therefore 2 will go of course in the denominator and plus c. So therefore finally we get the answer as 2x plus 3 the whole cube upon 6 plus c. So this is how we use that result. Let's see one more sum. Here we have to integrate cos of 3x plus 1. Now once again, on high level the function that we are talking about is the cosine function. If it were the cosine of just x, which is the variable of integration, then we would have straight away said that its integral is sin x, as we know from the list of standard formulae. But instead of x, here we have a linear expression. So therefore here the answer would be sine of 3x plus 1, because integral of cos is sine, but it has to be divided by the coefficient of x, which is 3. So therefore it will get divided by 3 plus c. That's the answer. Right? Now a care is to be taken once again that this rule applies only and only when we have the function of linear expression in x, right? If it has any higher degree of x, that is square or cube, inside the function, then similar formula will not apply.